Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I want to send a quick message out to all of our auto dealers here in North Carolina, but also across the country. This message is for each and every one of you, regardless of how long you've been in business, how big or small your operation is, regardless of how many employees you have on payroll, or even how many vehicles you have on your lot or your property. This message is going to touch on some of the necessary insurance coverages that you need in place to protect you and your business. The first one I want to hit on is commercial property, and very simple. This means the building itself or the structure you and your employees operate out of on a day-to-day basis. The exterior, the walls, the permanently affixed devices and resources that you have there, such as HVAC, electrical, or something similar. The other type of coverage that falls within this policy is your business personal property. All of the loose contents, such as furniture, personal belongings, computer operations, and so forth. Anything that may not be permanently affixed, bolted down, tied down to the structure itself. And then of course we can't forget the tools and equipment that you or your employees may use in a line of duty. Another policy is your general liability. This very simply protects against on-premises injuries. Along with general liability, you need to consider garage liability. This is very similar to an extension of your general liability, but your garage liability is more like a day-to-day operations protection plan. It protects what goes on, the comings and goings on your lot or your property, your dealer tags, and it also protects against any type of bodily injury and property damage. And another policy to consider, and it's very important, is dealer's blanket. This covers and protects your inventory that may be owned by you and your partners, a possible floor plan, etc. Whoever owns the inventory for the vehicles that are for sale. This protects against and covers comping and collision. So commercial property, building, personal property inside, the business personal property, the tools, the general liability protects against on-premises injuries. Your garage liability kind of extends that type of coverage with day-to-day operations to include your dealer tags. Of course, your dealer's blanket helps protect toward the inventory and the vehicles on your lot. Then of course, after you consider those several primary types of coverages, some of the lesser known policies and coverages out there that can be offered and should be protected against are your errors and omission policies, your professional liability, protects claims against you, your EPLI, employment practices liability insurance, and so on and so forth. And you may say, hey, I don't need all of these, I don't need this type of coverage. Well, keep something in mind. For example, the EPLI, the employment practices liability insurance. Hey, my employees love me, they'll never file a suit against me, or whatever the case may be. This quick little stat may change your mind. 6% of all businesses in the US have been sued by former employees. EPLI helps protect against claims of harassment, discrimination, unlawful discrimination, labor law and standards, wrongful termination, and possibly many more. So please keep this in mind as you're going through your day-to-day operations, as you're trying to protect your business from commercial property to general liability, garage liability. Dealer's blanket covers the inventory on your lot, to some of the lesser known, less talked about policies. Please give me a call. Happy to discuss with you. Happy to correspond via email or even pay you a visit on your property. Again, my name's Joe Jessup, Alliance Insurance Services. Please contact me at the information below with this email.